Hello there and hello to you too. Vlogging with Gibster back for new episodes of Pokemon The Alternate Take. Sit down, get comfy, and let's see what we'll make. In the last episode, we redesigned Grovyle, and there he is, in all his glory. And now, of course, we'll be redesigning Sceptile. So let me go. So instead of starting on the head, we'll actually start on the stomach, because I want to try and figure out what I could do with the arms, which is why I said I had an idea for the last time to do with the leaf blades. And, well, I'll explain it once I've done the other arm, because that's where it's really prominent. There we go. So then all I have to do is erase this leaf blade and then so these may look like claws, but they're actually the leaves that are here. So they can flip over and combine, covering the hand and becoming, an actual leaf blade. And that will, of course, only happen when Sceptile is commanded or chooses to use the move Leaf Blade. I'm just adding a pattern here. And then I'm going to add one of those nutritious bulbs on his shoulders. Each of them. There's a leaf scarf thing. I don't know, it looked good on the Pokemon Reboot Sceptile, so I thought I'd do that. In fact, this pose, I'd say, is probably the same pose. I just thought it would work for this. And considering the fact it's not really that much of a copyright to use someone else's pose. Because, like, literally, I could have never seen that and I could have still came up with this. So, like, not saying I would have, like, hypothetically. And the tail is still going to be a leaf here. And that's because I want to save at least some aspects for Mega Sceptile alone. And that's when it will actually look like a tree. However, I will make it look more like a rocket as well, because if you guys didn't know, Trico's tail can act as a rocket as it shoots off its body. And, well, as, famous quote from, what was it? Completing the mission? You lit a rocket. Rockets explode. So essentially just lifts up, then falls back down and explodes. You can probably see that in full effect in Pokemon Mega Battle Royale by Terminal Montage and Lockstin and Noggin, which it's an entire series, their latest video being the Gigantamax Pokemon Battle Royale. However, the Mega one, of course, is Mega Pokemon only. And they have done an Ultimate Pokemon Battle Royale, which has every Pokemon. Of course, since there's no ultimate forms of them, that's Ben 10. It's just, what else are you going to call it? Then they've done, a Mega one. Then they've done a Baby Pokemon Battle Royale, which isn't all first stages. There's a specific group of Pokemon known as Baby Pokemon, and those are first stage Pokemon that have aspects of a baby. Like Chingling, he likes to cry. Igglybuff likes to do things, but very terribly. And, not on purpose. If it sings, don't blame it for your eardrums getting burst. Of course, I have to do the stripe there, even if it's not that visible. But hey, we're on to the head now. So as I said, the pose and the sort of this part here is based on the Pokemon Reboot Sceptile. And of course, this part more loosely, considering the fact that the Pokemon Reboot version has, a blade instead of he holds an actual sword, which I'm pretty sure the sword is his tail that he can rip off and use as a sword, because, well, that's just how that redesign works. And I'm pretty sure in the actual Pokemon world, I'm pretty sure all the lizard Pokemon could have their limbs removed and it wouldn't really do anything. I mean, Slowpoke tails, despite Slowpoke being a mammal in the Pokemon universe, it can regrow, and they're quite a popular thing to sell. Slowpoke tails. And of course, Sceptile does have the red bags under its eyes, so there we go. It may look different enough, it might not. It might even look like a middle stage for some reason, because that's just my opinion. I may have made the head a bit too big. However, this is my redesign on Sceptile for, of course, Pokemon The Alternate Take, which is what you're watching right now. This ongoing daily 2-episode series. There's 2 episodes every day. And of course, we'll go on until every single Pokemon has been redesigned, including every form, like, as I said, Megas. Which, of course, the first Mega I ever redesigned was the Mega Venusaur, of course. Then there's, of course, Gigantamax forms. The first Gigantamax form I ever redesigned being Gigantamax Rillaboom. And then there's, of course, other forms. Like, for example, there's the Basculins in their striped forms. of course, once I'm done with the starters, I'll end up going back to Galar. And since the Hisui Dex comes after the Galar Dex on Bulbapedia, which is the site that I use, that will be next instead of Kanto. And of course, then I'll be doing the white striped Basculin. Yes, it's not a Hisuian form. In the game, it's known as the white striped Basculin. However, I won't do the blue or red stripe when I do the white stripe, because that's just how it's going to go. And of course, those are more differences, like the fact that Arbok looks different in every region depending on its stomach pattern. Or there's other forms that are more like the forces of nature's forms, you know, alternate forms like that, which usually are only with legendaries. Some other Pokemon have other exceptions, like, is it Cherim or Cherubi that has the second form? I think it's Cherim. Point is, any alternate form, I will redesign that alternate form as well. So, I have been vlogging with Gibster. This has been the redesigned Sceptile. You will see it coloured in on the next video, which will be redesigning Mega Sceptile, which will hopefully come out later today. And I'll see you guys next time.